Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Starseed Dragon channel. Um, this is our new perspective for the day. Are you ready for your intuitive exercises? We are using the Radiant Rider-Waite deck today. And right away, I need to emphasize this. I see the Queen and King of Cups. When you have a Queen and King of the same suit in a reading, it is an intuitive nudge by spirit or the energies or whatever you want to call it, that there is a divine counterpart connection involved with whoever it is that you're reading for, right? So keep that in mind. When you have a king and queen of the same suit in a reading, it automatically nudges you to understand that there is a divine counterpart connection, something to do with a divine counterpart, whether it is an upcoming divine connection coming up. It depends on what the other cards that are connected in the reading do or say that can help you understand this divine counterpart connection. But it's always a divine counterpart connection when you have a king and queen of the same suit in a reading. Just so you know, take note of that. So with that being said, since this is the suit of cups, that has everything to do with emotion and feeling and love and all of that, I am going to pull some additional oracle from my Andromeda Skies oracles, the Love Oracle and the Silent Heart Oracle that I I blended together because that's how I am. So I'm gonna be I'll draw a few cards from it just because there's something to do with love there. So I'm going to draw some cards for a bonus. So why not, right? Here we are exercising. This is our exercise. So let's exercise it. We're going to start off with the Queen of Cups, and then the Seven of Swords, and the Eight of Swords, the King of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so the suit of cups is it was ruled over by the water element. It's about emotions, feelings, love, compassion, free-flowing. It's fluid movement, right? It's neither fast nor slow. It's fluent and fluid, right? And the Queen of Cups, all queens are like the mothers, right? They're the motherly energies. And the Queen of Cups is very nurturing. She is the one who, will nurse you back to health when you're sick. She is the one who will read you bedtime stories. She is the one who will hold you until you've finished crying, or she will hold you until you are no longer fearful of the dark or whatever, right? She is that nurturing, loving, caring mother, right? I've always pictured the Queen of Cups being the one who is best with infants, right? I think the Queen of Wands is better with the early teens, the pre-teens and early teens, where they go on adventures and do all of that creative stuff, riding on skateboards and doing all kinds of sports and doing all kinds of artistic, creative endeavors, right? But the Queen of Cups, I think, has always been the one who is better with the babies and the toddlers, right? Okay, so there's those. All right. So, then we go over to the Seven of Swords. Now, a lot of people refer to the Seven of Swords immediately as liar, stealer, cheater. So swords is ruled over by the air element, which rules over the mind, intelligence, strategy, knowledge, wisdom. And it also has to do with mind manipulation, right, on a negative aspect. Now, this is, it kind of annoys me because 7 is about introspection, right? The number 7 is about introspection and about thoughtfulness and about preparing oneself internally, you know, thinking about the path that we've taken so far to achieve our goals and have planted the seeds of our intentions along the way and have nurtured them and taken the appropriate actions. How are they serving us at this point? Are we going in the right direction or the wrong direction, right? Should we switch directions at this point? Should we change our minds? Are we going to reap the harvest we're expecting, right? That kind of introspection with the number 7. And again, swords it's mental. It's all in the mind, right? So yeah, I mean, this could be lying, stealing, cheating, because this image is of a person sneaking into the enemy camp and stealing their swords so they won't have anything to fight with when they go to battle the next morning, right? Because he's on the opposing side. But it also speaks to self-preservation, right? What measures do I have to take in order to ensure that my well-being is guaranteed, right? So, it's not always about liar, stealer, cheater, right? Even though that's always the go-to. Every reading that I've ever gotten from anybody or seen on the tube of you, that automatically goes straight to this deceptive, negative aspect of 7 of Swords. And it's not always that way. It depends on what's connected to it, right? So the 8 of Swords speaks to self-imposed restriction, right? If she took off that blindfold and saw how loosely tied she was, it looks like toilet paper is wrapped around her, really, and realized that she could just step through those swords that are sticking in the ground and that she's not actually in harm's way. She's just all up in her head thinking that she is in harm's way. She can get over that. But the number 8 is about power, achievement, influence, mastery, right? So if she can master her mind and control her thoughts, to be able to know her truth when the truth is there, and know when a deception is a deception, and doesn't let it go all up into her head, then she can take better care of herself and be more prepared for the road ahead of her, right? So then we go over to the King of Cups. The king is the father, right? The father figure. He rules over his kingdom. He is an emotionally stable individual. He is the one who is very caring and loving and nurturing about his kingdom and the people within his kingdom that he loves dearly, and he would die for them, right? He He wants them to prosper and be happy. And he also is very, he's also very fluid. He listens wisely, and he's very empathic and very nurturing and loving and compassionate. But he also understands that, you know, you can't be controlled by your emotions, or you could accidentally let negative emotions take over your mindset, right? You could let negative emotions or fears take over your mindset. So mastering those emotions can really help you control your mindset, right? And it will help you with self-preservation. So the 8 of Wands, power. Okay, 8 is about power, influence, authority. Okay, it's very fast-moving energy. Wands, fire element, very fast-moving, forward-moving, passionate, creative, intuitive, very fast-moving, right? So the 8 of Wands speaks to fast movement or fast-moving messages that are going to come to you quickly, right? And then we go over to the Queen of Wands, also a mother figure, right? In her kingdom, she inspires people to use their intuition, follow their gut, follow their passion, do the creative learning, and create their own abundance. And she prods them to do the things that they are passionate about and actually love to do. If you do something, this is the motherly advice that the Queen of Wands gives, is if you do something that you are passionate about and that you love, you'll never work a day in your life. That's the kind of advice that the Queen of Wands gives to her subjects, right? Because that's what she's all about. So, what is it that is speaking to you intuitively about these cards? And remember, we have this divine counterpart connection. And I think in order to achieve this divine counterpart, there's got to be some mastery and creative expression in learning how to stand your ground and preserve your mental states. Self-preservation here. I think this is self-preservation. I don't think it's the negative aspect that everyone always goes to right away. I think this is more self-preservation in order to stop being all up in your head and fearful, so that you can encounter, once this is mastered, this divine encounter is going to happen. It appears to me. But what is it that you see? Let me know in the comment section below. I can't wait to see how the conversations start with all of you. So we have a Sea Soul Journeys card. Ease. It may be effortless. It may be effortless once you get out of your head, right? And then we have Into the Lonely Woods. I just had this book out. Into the Lonely Woods. Let's see. Number 30. A time to share. Isn't that interesting with this divine counterpart? Let me look. Number 30. Talk amongst yourselves. Let's see. Number 30. A time to share. We may love the road we take alone, and on that lonely road, we may find the truths of who we are. But until we allow another being to be close to us, we will not find out who we have become in relation to others. It is time to form bonds and relate and rediscover your own thoughts and feelings in response to those of another. There will be times when there are shared experiences, their pleasures amplified because they are mutual. This is the true joy of companionship and friendship, that sense that the world is seen and experienced and even understood for a small moment by two or more people. All is sweeter because the deep longing to share with another is finally fulfilled. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, let me move these over because I just pulled these extra ones. So let's see what the Andromeda Skies has to say. Will you give me a second chance? Could be where that Queen of Wands is concerned. Maybe she's a third party. I don't know. What do you think? I'm battling inner demons. Well, that's a duh, right? With that Eight of Swords. You are always on my mind. Oh. And the last one. I'm working up the courage to contact you. Working up the courage to contact you. That's that Eight of Swords, Seven of Swords. To contact her. Ooh, ooh. Or the other way. She's working up the courage to contact him. Ooh, ooh. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. This is really interesting. I love our imaginary person that we're reading for. These are just fantastic exercises. I'm really glad that you're with me on this journey. Let me know in the comment section below. I can't wait to see what all of your perspectives are and in your intuitive interpretation of today's cards. Let me know in the comment section below. Other than that, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you on the next video.